Is it time to act? Cybernetic link stable. Situation. To those who sacrificed themselves for the future, you will never be forgotten. The mission entrusted to me, I will see it through to the very end. Whenever I think of you, it feels like you're still here with me. The mission entrusted to me, I will see it through to the very end. The mission entrusted to me, I will see it through to the very end. Whenever I think of you, it feels like you're still here with me. The mission entrusted to me, I will see it through to the very end.
Have you made up your mind about partnering with Veronica?
I've thought this through, and cooperation is essential. Given Rafa's stance toward us, we need to handle him before pursuing anything in Kylo. But before that, we need to ensure Shirley's safety.
You clearly don't trust Veronica.
No, it's because I trust her that I'm wary. Her abilities, ambitions, and strategies are top-notch. But it's people like her who are most likely to make decisions that put others at risk. Veronica's main goal is taking down Anchor Infinity and securing Lana's route access. Against that, how concerned do you really think she is about Shirley?
If push comes to shove, she wouldn't pick Shirley. But try not to worry. I haven't had a moment of rest since arriving. Helix Bio Inc.'s machines are incredibly handy. With them, I've optimized Shirley's human-machine loop, so she can now bypass space-time turbulence interference.
You weren't discovered by Lana, were you?
Ever since you broke free, Lana's computational power has been fading. She can no longer study Shirley, and is left with nothing but a rudimentary brain interface prison.
What's happening with Shirley now?
I used the network to forge a copy of Shirley's consciousness, and slipped it into the brain interface prison, replacing the real Shirley trapped within. I originally intended to bring her here to meet you. However, after learning your plan, she decided to remain in the Helix Bio Inc.'s laboratory, both to assist your efforts and to ensure that the replicated Shirley consciousness would not be detected.
If it weren't for me, Shirley wouldn't have had to endure all of this. Now that she's safe, there's only one thing left to consider.
What's still bothering you?
I've been pondering why Bagus does what he does. Since arriving, I've seen that the universe is full of space-time turbulence, and that the Kylian situation is pretty complicated. It feels almost impossible to track Bagus down on my own. I know he needs my portion of the source code, so I'm going to deliberately surface and try to flush him out.
He's not just hiding. He's vanished. I've tried to trace Bagus while staying under Lana's radar, but there's no sign of him. He doesn't seem interested in your half of the source code at all. He's actively avoiding you. Is he really hiding? Maybe he's scared you'll claim his half.
I feel the same way. But why? I thought he wanted my half of the source code to open the hyperspace gate and welcome the master he spoke of.
He's in Kylo. How is he supposed to open the hyperspace gate? There's no Tower of Fantasy or Gestos, and he only holds half the source code.
Could it be here? Thanks to the Ore Zero samples from Shirley, Hykros has already demonstrated that Zeronium and Omnium are one and the same. So Kylo has always had what it takes to build the Tower of Fantasy. And Gestos? Can't Lana handle that instead?
You think too little of Gestos. No, of me. I'm an evolved, dimensional quantum supercomputer powered by Omnium itself. Lana and I aren't in the same league. Even if Kylo had an Omnium reactor, she still couldn't start origin resonance, much less open a hyperspace gate. If she were a dimensional quantum supercomputer, I couldn't have appeared here like this, and I certainly wouldn't have been able to help you escape.
Let's think about it from Bagus's perspective. If he wants to get the hyperspace gate running, the Zeronium device in Kylo could be adapted into an Omnium reactor. The dimensional quantum supercomputer he's missing? It's going to have to be Lana in the end. Lana's been short on computing power for a while now. Every Kylian we talked to said it's not normal, and it's been this way since Carrot's spaceship disaster.
So you think Bagus has been quietly upgrading Lana ever since he came back to Kylo with the source code?
Some of the servants he commands inside the network are scientists studying Omnium technology. According to Grey Fox, outsiders see it as a relic perfectly frozen in time. Bagus must have had multiple objectives in entering the network. In addition to acquiring the source code of the perfect authorizer, he may also have obtained the technical documentation from Gestos' past upgrades.
The closer you get, the more nervous he becomes, racing to finish Lana's upgrade. The prison's brain interface is already surging with extra power.
If these threads are really connected, then Bagus isn't simply a Kylian who linked into the network through a brain interface. He must have strong connections to Rafa and Anchor Infinity as well. Could it really be Aglaia?
Are you really asking me, or just yourself?
After everything in Kylo, it's hard to think it's really her. But if it's not, then who's Bagus, and what's his deal with Rafa?
Nanto risked exposing himself to cooperate with you, precisely because Rafa threatened Bagus's life. To Nanto, the name Bagus is nothing more than Aglaia's code name. According to the latest intelligence, Rafa has lined up someone to take Bagus's place and grab Lana, so we believe there is a 78% probability that he intends to harm Aglaia.
Then the Bagus we've been looking for has always been Rafa's subordinate? Aglaia frozen in those pods. Was this Rafa's plan all along?
That also explains why you were imprisoned. Once you become a prisoner in Brighton Prison, they use brain interface to pull data straight from your mind. Without me, your source code would have been gone long ago.
So what made you think they would go after Shirley?
To them, Shirley is a complete technical dossier on the Angel of Clemency. It's only natural that Helix Bio Inc. would want to study her.
If our suspicions are correct, Rafa and Bagus are in cahoots and have been preparing everything, waiting for Lana to complete her upgrade. Once that's finished,
then they'd end up with half the source code, an omnium reactor, and a dimensional quantum supercomputer.
That's why he's been stalling and evading us. He's closing the power gap between us. Once Lana completes her upgrade, their focus will shift entirely to me. We need to team up with Veronica and get this plan moving as fast as we can. The sooner, the better. If we can gain Lana's root access, we'll be able to access all of Kylo's data and finally answer all our questions.